Okay, fantastic, it's looking good. So let's just remind ourselves of setup. We're standing with our feet apart, knees soft, and then just place your hands on the brim of your pelvis. And let's do a few of those pelvic tilts. So imagine your pelvis is a bucket of water, and you're just tipping the water out the front and the back of your bucket, feeling that lovely stretch through the lower back as you do. Come to rest where your bucket of water sits level, and make sure it's not shifting over to one or the other side. So we're nice and level through both feet and hips. We're going to grow nice and tall through our spines, and we're just going to close our eyes for a moment and breathe. Making sure that breath travels right down to the base of your lungs, feeling your ribcage expand as you breathe right down to your abdomen. And on your next breath out, gently draw your tummy to your spine, holding that sense of tension across the front of your pelvis. Keep on breathing and relax. Let's just remind ourselves of that pelvic floor. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, drawing through from your back passage up to your front passage, lifting up towards your belly button, imagining a zip tightening through from the tailbone up to the belly button. Keep that zip as you breathe. And then just relax through the pelvic floor and open your eyes. And we're going to start by doing a roll down just to see where our flexibility is, and then we'll check in again on that at the end of the class and just see if things have changed. So starting nice and tall, imagine you're stood against a wall and you're going to peel your spine away from the wall, rolling down through your spine, taking it to where it's comfortable. So don't feel like you need to push this one. This one's just to get an idea of how your body's feeling. And just hang in that forwards fold, just feeling for any areas of tightness, any stiffness, any tension. Slowly bring yourself back up to stand, working through the bones of your spine. So when we revisit that at the end, we should feel a little bit looser. Okay, so let's just make sure we're standing nice and tall. And we're going to work through from the shoulders to begin with. So I want you to take one shoulder, you're going to roll that shoulder blade round and down, and just tuck that shoulder down into your back pocket. Nice and slowly repeat on the opposite shoulder. So nice big circular movement coming round and down. Breathing in as the shoulder comes up and out as it rolls down. Lovely. Really exaggerate that movement. Let's do one more on each side. So loosening off any tightness through the shoulder. Final one. Super. And now just set those shoulders down into your back pockets. And gently draw your tummy to your spine. We're going to reach down to the side of the body, down to the outside of the knee, and just let your head hang heavy down to your side. We're going to breathe in, grow tall. And then breath out takes us down to the side. Hi, Alex.
Hi, it worked.
Back again. Okay, using that breath out to travel down. Take it a little bit further this time and just really let your head hang heavy down to the side. Really letting gravity do all that work. This time we're going to reach down to the side and we're going to take the opposite arm up and over to the top. And just make sure you sliding that shoulder blade down so your ear doesn't come up towards your shoulder. Lovely. Come back and over, relax that arm down and over to the opposite side. So reaching up and over and set that shoulder blade back down into your back pocket. Lovely. Let's go up and over again. This time we're going to add a little twist through the top of the spine. So we're going to come up and over, and then you're just going to glance to look up towards the underside of your arm and look forwards again. Stay there, looking up and forwards. Once more, looking up and forwards. Lovely. Come back to the centre, relax that arm down. Let's go over to the opposite side. Sliding that shoulder down and away from your ear, glancing up and forwards. So you'll notice that slight change in gaze just challenges your balance a little bit more. And forwards, and once more, up and forwards, and then come back to stand. And relax that arm down by your side and just give everything a good roll through. Okay, still focusing on the shoulders now. We're going to really work in on that shoulder set. So I want you to hunch your shoulders, round your shoulders forwards. Imagine a spring coil drawing your shoulders together. And then we're going to set those shoulders back down into our back pockets, opening through the collarbones. And just tuck down, lovely. And again, rolling forwards. Good. Feel the shoulder blades separate and then feel them draw back down together. Really nice stretch to do, especially if you've been spending a lot of time at a desk. You might feel the muscles at the fronts of your shoulders have gotten a bit tight. So just working with a breath in to draw in and a breath out to open those shoulders up. Lovely. 2 more. Final one, drawing in. Good. And out. Lovely. Now we're going to add a bit of movement through the feet. So as we draw the shoulders in, we're pushing up onto tiptoes. And as we set the shoulders back, we're going to lower down again. So lifting up, drawing. Bit of coordination here. And down as you draw out. Lovely. Really feel those shoulder blades drawing together as you set the shoulders back down into your back pockets. Lovely. 2 more. Now draw your tummy to your spine at the same time. Create that tension across the pelvis. Good stuff. 1 more. Lovely. Now keep the shoulders set down into your back pockets and we're going to float up onto tiptoes. We're going to keep the shoulders down. We're going to connect the rib cage to the waist. I'm going to float one arm up towards the ceiling and float back down again. Stay up on tippy toes. And then repeat with the opposite arm. Good. Now's the time to really focus on drawing those shoulder blades down towards your waist. So as the arm floats up, make sure the shoulders don't start to hunch up towards the ears. We're keeping that nice gap between the ears and the shoulders. We're also working on not letting the rib cage flare forwards. So imagine those 2 spring coils that connect our rib cage down to our waist. Tighten them up a little bit. If you're getting any discomfort around your ankles, then just lower down to the mat or to the floor and join back in again. Let's go for 1 more on each side. Good. Now this time we're going to take both hands up towards the ceiling. Again, slide those shoulder blades down towards the waist. Draw your tummy towards your spine. And we're going to lower down through the heels. Push back up. Lower down. Keep the arms up. Push up. And down. Good. 2 more. Push up. Calf should be feeling nice and warm now. Make sure those rib cages aren't flowing forwards, guys. Good. We're going to hold this one. And now we're going to lower one heel down. Push that heel up. And then lower the other heel down. Now as you do that, try not to let your pelvis rock from side to side too much. So imagine you're standing in a toilet roll. I know they're quite hard to come by at the moment. Don't let your hips touch either side of the toilet roll. Okay, now let's add the arm. So as we lower the heel, we're going to lower that same arm down. As we lift the heel, that arm comes up. A little bit more coordination for you. Keep those shoulders set down. Keep that pelvis as level as you can. Those calves should be burning now, guys. Good. Breath out as we lower, in as we raise. 1 more on each side. Okay, now both arms are going to sweep round. As we lower the arms round, we're going to come down into a little squat. And then we're going to push up to stand as the arms come up and push back up to tiptoes again. So arms come round and down, we lower the heels, we lower down into a squat, we push forwards and come up, raise up to tiptoes. Breath out to open. And in to raise. Now think about that bucket of water at your waist. Make sure as you lower down, your tailbone doesn't poke out. We keep that bucket of water nice and level. Maybe even tucking the tailbone in a little bit to really work the tummy. Okay, keep it going, guys. We've got 3 more. You're looking good. 2. And 1. And we're going to hold this one, okay? Shake it out if you need to, guys. Join back in when you're ready. We're going to come to our hundreds. So knees are slightly bent. Imagine you've got an Easter egg between your knees. Don't crack it. Keep those knees gently apart. We're going to turn the palms to face the back wall. We're going to open through the fronts of the shoulders. So tuck those shoulder blades back down into your back pockets. And then when you're ready, begin to pulse the arms. Keep facing forward, guys. I'll just show you your alignment through your spine. So we want to keep the tailbone tucked underneath, so no Donald Duck bottoms. Tuck underneath, and you're just looking a couple of feet in front of you, so you've got that diagonal line through your spine. If you want to work a little bit harder, you can go a little bit lower into that position. Okay, we're here for hundreds, guys, so keep pulsing. Now's the time to work through those deep tummy muscles or lift up through your pelvic floor. This is where we get the heart rate going. Okay, for those of you that wish to, can you peel one heel off the floor without shifting your weight across too much? If you've got one heel lifted, can you swap sides? Keep those shoulders open, tuck the shoulder blades into the back pockets. Let's swap again or stay where you are. We're almost done, guys. Final side with that heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause and slowly come up to stand and shake through those legs. Whew. Okay, so feet still hip width apart. We're going to come into our scooter now. So we just want to soften the knees. You've got a little bend at the knees. Just place the hands on the hips to start with. And you're going to shift your weight across to one leg. You're then going to lean forwards so that your chest is coming towards the floor. Keeping that standing leg knee over the second toe, you're going to tap your opposite foot behind you and then tap it back in line. Behind and back in line again. So imagine that there's 2 buttons, one level with your foot and one behind your foot, and you're just simply tapping on and off. Now, if you imagine you've got a book resting on your head, so your head is going to stay level, trying to keep everything nice and stable. The only thing that should be moving is that moving leg. You should feel this, light up this standing leg nice and quickly, and really work to make sure that knee's not drifting in and across. Okay, if you want to, level 2s, don't touch that foot down in between. Sliding that leg forwards and backwards, hovering it off the floor. 2 more. Should really be burning now, so pause if you need to and join back in. Now we're going to take it out to the side. So we're tapping out, tapping in, tapping behind and tapping in. So out to the side, back in, behind and back. Still trying to keep pelvis nice and level. Imagine you're in one of those magician's boxes. The only thing that's moving is this part of your body. Everything else is nice and steady. Level 2s, you can do that without touching down. So you're just hovering your foot a couple of inches off the floor. Almost there, guys. Let's do 2 more forwards and sides. Heart rate should be up a little bit now, guys. Okay, final one. And then take that leg out behind, touch it down, and just